2 years ago, I decided to go with Morton Building to build this 48 by 48 beautiful building. So when I first started looking into having any structure built, the problem that I came upon with was that each step I had to get my own contractors, and it just became too much for me. And then when I saw Morton Buildings and I saw what kind of building they made, when I reached out to Morton, they referred me to Sean, who was there with me from day one and walked me through the whole thing about what kind of building I want. One of the things that Sean helped me with was the design process. I told him my vision. I sketched something really quick on paper, and then he would sit there and open his Morton application and open up 3D Drew for me and saw, place window here with there, and so I can get a visual right away. And when I told him, I want big doors here and there, he's like, well, Thuan, we can do it here, but only use this size door because, based on our beams and all that structural. So he had a very good understanding of the structural and what's doable and what's not. And if something was questionable, he'll reach out to the engineers, the electrical guys, and the plumbers. So he had everyone, in his contact books ready to go. The crew, they were on top of everything. Never anything bad to say about those guys. And they talk to me. They always say, come ask me any questions along the way, and I did. I had lots of questions. They had a vision. They've been building this for a long time, so they can see what the end products will look like. And I'm here always questioning them. This thing looks a little small. Can we open it up? And they're like, no, it's actually really big. Once you have the wall up, it's totally different. And they're right. So one of the features of this building is the 12 by 48 overhang. I knew that, when we're in the pool, we kind of want to escape away from the sun time. So we made the overhang, make sure so we'd have a table and, gathering area down there as well. When we built this building, we had plans to build a pool already. So the pool was in line. Right after the building was going to be built, the pool was going to be next step. So during the process, the pool guys had to come in and do their prep first, and then allow Sean to come in and do the building. And then once the building was done, then the pool guys can do their phase 2 step. And Sean communicated really well with my other contractors. I would definitely work with Morton. I've actually referred them to on Facebook groups and my local community. They've seen it, they keep asking, and I'm very proud and, recommending Morton. And another story about Sean is there are times when we live in an HOA community, and I always have questions about, what's doable and what's not. And he actually walked me through this county, and we both there getting the same info, just making sure, because I knew, I didn't want any penalties, once the structure started building, I didn't want any inspector come back at us and say, no, you need to change it, and delays. And that's one thing Morton doesn't like, is delays, and I don't like delays.